Oh, hello. You heard the awesome music go off. We were just listening to Back in Bed by AC/DC. I love that fucking song. Just like if you're tired or in a weird mood, just like fucking like, you're like, oh shit. Yeah, all right, I got it. Brooke, get off. Naked baby. We've got a naked baby on our hand. Time to get dressed. Yep. No more PJs. Nope. No more. All done. All done for today. And put them back on once it gets dark again. Now that it is fully bright. Whoa! You don't need your PJs. Where's that naked girl going? Hello. Would you like a cute outfit? New diaper? Here we go. Let's go. Hey. You're funny. Come on. Tickle. Oh man, timing. Come here. Where'd your clothes go? Oh yeah. Wash. Wash your hands. Wash. 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 All done. Good job. Good girl. You're smart. Mwah. Okay. Right. Well, I was about to put on a new, I haven't tried this on my face, and I've just been like, put this on, which works super well. Pretty affordable from Wet n Wild, and I put this on, and I put on this, the Master Primer. And I started thinking to myself, I should put on this new Sun Touchable on my face because I haven't tried it. So I figured record it, you know, so. Oh, she's got her balloon. Huh. It's like a cool, oh, sorry. I usually put the camera over there. I am doing things totally different today. Okay. I can see why the shade is peach, because it definitely has like a yellowish tint, which for me, I don't know if that works well. I already kind of have like yellowish skin with like red undertones. Interesting combo. So if you, yeah, I don't know. It's all about like what you need. So, okay. I feel like it definitely makes me look more yellow. What's the big deal? Let's go check. She just... Oh my gosh, being a mom is so fun. I like see content a lot from people I like, you know. They'll be saying like, why child free by choice is the best, and I never like had, you know, maintained that position. I always wanted kids, and I can't really imagine like being one of those people. Like, I've been in customer service for a long time, and you know, those people that don't have kids are always like, you know, going to be your customers, and some of them are really nice and cool, and some of them you can feel the desperation on them where they're like, oh God, like I fucked up, and they won't admit it, and I don't like that. Like that, you know, I think that's part of life. You're gonna fuck up, you know, at some point, and it's just a matter of like, you know, if you catch it early enough, you can usually save it. But if you're just like, no, it's fine, like having kids is so rewarding. I could definitely catch myself getting really tired, you know, and I'm just like, I wish I could just like take a nap, you know, or you know, wish I could just feel comfortable like dropping my kid off at daycare, or that she would even tolerate it. Like, I've taken my daughter to daycare, and I've tried, you know, to when I go to the Y, and so I'll go to try to work out, and then 5 minutes, their policy is 15 minutes, and I don't like to leave my baby crying for 15 minutes, so every time, I've done it twice, I'll be like, okay, if she starts crying and you can't calm her down like after 5 minutes, just call me and I'll come. And then sure enough, they were calling. And then when I show up, she's just absolutely like red face, snot everywhere, like totally flipping out. Which it's not worth it to me to go to, I like to go to the gym. I mean, so the gym is worth it. So I'm just like over here like, oh shit, how do I manage this? Yeah, I don't know. Priorities. You definitely do what you want. You make time for what you want to make time for. Even when you're really tired, I can try, you know, to do something. So, yeah. I, totally lost my train of thought. I'm thinking about a lot of other things. Oh yeah, the gym. Taking my kid to the gym. Yeah, she doesn't enjoy it. It's hard to, you know, try to be practical about her feelings, you know. My own feelings, I can be very logical, but like my child's feelings, I'm like, ooh, okay. How will this affect her? What will she think about that? She's, I don't know, it's just cool. I love being a mom. It's so fun. I love going shopping and getting her clothes, you know. There's always, like, because you can find kids' clothes for so cheap. Like, I love thrifting, so you can find, you know, stuff sometimes for a quarter, even less sometimes, if you go on the right days, you know, whenever they have, like, student discount day or senior day or whatever it is. Go, and if your money's tight, like, that's a great way to do it. As I've got most of her clothes for the first 6 months of her life, they were free because I went to a pregnancy center. And then, what else? And that pregnancy center was really good. I've been like kind of irritated at them in the past. Because I went to go pick up some stuff there and I didn't have my little like mommy money, and I forgot that that's part of it. And rather than them being like, oh, I think it's been a while since you've been here, but you have to have that mommy money to buy stuff. You can't just like use the coupon to get it. And you know, if they would have just said that like straight out rather than being like, you don't even go here, you know, whatever. Women can just be really aggressive, I've noticed. I was thinking about that the other day at work. Like if a guy told me to do something, I would probably just do it, you know? But if a girl tells me to do something, I have to go check and be like, is this real? Or is she fucking with me? Can I trust her? And like, I want to believe that all girls are good, but like, I know that that's not true. You know, like girls are just raised very differently than boys. And like people want to tell you that like boys get preferential treatment and all this stuff. And I think that does happen. You know, I'm not saying that it like doesn't exist. But what I do see is that like most of the girls that I grew up with, they're just your classic mean girl. And I think most like for me to come out not being a mean girl is just purely because I was around so many girls that were so fucking mean. And I was just like, you know what, if that's like what it is to be a girl, I will completely opt out. I didn't, you know, I don't relate. Guys are helpful and kind. Of any time you've had your car break down, has a woman ever stopped to help you? No, it's always been a guy. So, yeah, it's just like, what? And I just think it's crazy that like women are just trying to kind of hijack guys' achievements in that way. I think women go overboard with it when they're like, oh, it's so tough to be a guy. I think it is, you know, it sucks to go to work day in, day out. That does suck. But all the other great benefits that you have purely from being a guy, being able to, you know, go get a credit card, get a line of credit, buy a car, get a loan from a bank, you know, all of those things were just available to men like 2 generations ago. Like it's like very recent change. So I definitely don't think guys are like 100, oh, they're just these perfect angels, you know, because that is a very recent change that should have happened quite a long time ago. But it's just this like thing of guys like, you know, marrying who they can get rather than like who they want, and being like mean to the woman that's around rather than, you know, whatever. Because you know, whatever, I get it, but like I don't at the same time. Like, don't marry someone. Our society's changed a lot because of the labor of women, and now women finally getting a piece of the pie in the workforce. You know, that presents some pretty significant changes in a really short time. And I think guys are just threatened by that more than anything. Some guys, and then there's guys that are just like, oh yeah, women kick ass. And you know why women are so great? Because men have given them the tools to be great. Women in America could be less great, you know, but the only reason, and I stand on this, it is so rarely because of other women. It is usually because of other men propping women up or believing in them and saying, okay, I know you can do this, and I believe in you, and let's do it. And, you know, I don't know, I think that does happen the other way sometimes. That's how it was for like generations. But it's just, I don't know, America's a cool place because it really does mean equal opportunity for anyone. You know, you have, you know, it doesn't mean you have the that you're guaranteed to succeed, but you will have the opportunity. And that's such a powerful thing when you really think about it. You know, because if the outcome was guaranteed, I think people probably wouldn't want to do it. You know, having that chance of it not working out is kind of freeing, because then you can do something else, you know, like, yeah, I don't know, I'm like totally off on a tangent, but, yeah, I think being a girl is really cool, and I think being a mom is like so awesome, and it's just such a great like culmination of, you know, I've just, of this now. When I was in my 20s, I don't know if I would have been like as great of a mom. I might have done like more art activities and stuff, but now I'm just like more in tune with like individual needs rather than group demands, which that happens so much in your 20s. It's just like, okay, well, you guys want to do that, all right, I guess. And that sucks. This is really hard to use. Well, it came out okay. But yeah, like in my own life, you know, who bought me my first car? My dad did. Who taught me to drive? My dad. Who talked to me about going to an interview? My dad. Who gave me tips on how to get a job? My dad. Who, you know, all of the different things in my life that I have, like, you know, done is because my father came along and was like, listen here, you need right now to go and do this. And I was like, okay, Dad. And like, I think a lot of kids grew up with single moms, so they don't, that's so foreign to them when your father, because you see, you're like, at least in my life, your dad's like always around, but he's like not, yeah, he's not always like up your ass the same way your mom is. Your mom's always coming up to you being like, why are your shoes like this? Where you need to put this away? I need you to do this for me. You need you to do that for me. You know, it's just like, Jesus, lady, fuck off. At least that's how I felt as a kid. I felt like my mom was always hassling me. Everything I did was wrong. I needed to do it like this. I needed to do it like that. And my dad would, you know, most of the time, my dad wouldn't say anything because I figured he probably thought my mom was right and he didn't want to have to do all of that. Like, now, Katie. But every once in a while, especially as I got older, he'd be like, that's bullshit. Like, no, don't listen to her. This is what's real. And, you know, I don't know. As a kid, that definitely... I don't know, I just learned that when a guy told me to do something, most of the time it was because he, you know, he had good reasons. He saw something that I wasn't seeing. You know, I don't know, guys are just great. I've had more great experiences with guys across the board than women. And people can try to say I'm not a girl's girl for that. You know, I don't know if you or anyone would give your friends or would give females another chance after what happened to me. And the fuck thing for me is that my friend group like hid it for years. They had many opportunities to be like, hey, I know it's all water under the bridge, but I gotta tell you something that might upset you, and yeah, so here goes nothing. And rather than taking the high road and just telling me, hey, friend, I slept with your boyfriend tons of times behind your back and lied to you about it. And it wasn't just one person, it was like my entire friend group. Anyone that I knew in any capacity was sleeping with him and then just like lying to my face. And then it was like, haha, so funny. Ha 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 ha, yeah, so funny. You know, it's been kind of a devastating thing to think about. And it's been so much easier to just be like, yeah, well, whatever. Awesome, thanks. Oh, sweet. Thanks. Okay. Wonder how this came out. I changed my order up a little bit today. They did mocha, not white mocha. Tastes good, but I love white mocha. It is so yummy. When I worked at Starbucks, so many of my customers would come in and get it, you know, and these women would be so stressed out. You could like visibly see the stress on them before they came in, and then they got their white mocha and everything was fine. And I was like, I want that feeling. I want to know why they feel so much better after they have one of those things. And I don't know what it is. It's just like creamy, yummy, you know, reconnecting with your childhood kind of a feeling. Just delicious. So the trick, I don't think I've ever said this, but like for me to get perfect lines, I usually like look back like this and then try to get it, you know, out. This side, it just went a lot thicker and I don't know. Let's try, because it's gonna bother me if I don't at least thicken it up. This side's really thick. Okay, maybe a little too thick, but whatever. And I really just have to wait and let this dry. That's like LA Colors, I think. Or yeah, LA Colors graphics liner. It works really well. Like it just stays all day, which I really enjoy. I love makeup. Makeup's like one of my favorite things. This is so good. Starbucks is also one of my favorite things. I loved working at Starbucks. And I don't know why people always expect brands to like have political positions. That's like not something I'm used to. Just they make the coffee, they sell the products, just let them do that. Yeah, so working on quitting smoking, definitely helping cut the cravings, which is nice. It's nice to kind of have, you know, get a little bit more time back in the day. Okay, I don't know if this is visible. I used to start at my innermost corners because those lashes always get forgotten. And we're using our little like butter wand method. You know how when you're like using the end of the butter knife, and then we're gonna and this method really works. I think a lot of people don't realize that they have like 2 layers of eyelashes, so they just don't like ever get the mascara on that second set. But I have yet to meet someone without at least some baby hair growing in their eyelashes. And if you use castor oil or a lash growing serum, you know, it's the same principle. If you're trying to grow your edges or anything like that, it works for your eyebrows or eyelashes and your eyebrows. So I'm so happy I picked this up. Thanks, Dad. I've always been a really big fan of the Dior, I think it's Dior Show mascara. It just like, it is so nice. I keep looking over here because I think the camera's there, but hi, it's over there. Okay. Well, off to a good start. We might we might get to the library on time. Everyone at the library is so rude. So, last few times I've gone there, my clothes smelled kind of mildewy. Because I'm the mom, it doesn't really matter if my clothes smell as long as Brooks don't, but the people down here, they're so obsessed with their image. So, might as well work it to my advantage. Does that clean up real nice? Oh. Yuck, yeah, I really need to try to boost my fish intake. Oh, I gotta remember to take my vitamins. I'll remember to take them in the morning, but not the evening. When I get tired of bed, I need to just take them at 6 p.m. rather than right before I go to bed. I think that's the best way to go. What am I doing? I'm trying to put my stuff away and I'm not done. Okay. Getting a little antsy because I don't like taking a long time. And I always just stop and ramble. And so then it takes a long time. So yeah, I think being a mom is so cool. I got really bored just, doing stuff for my cat. That's when I realized, I don't know, I started getting the baby burn really bad after I had an abortion. I was worried because up until that point, women had told me when you're ready for kids, you'll know, you'll start to get baby fever. And I was just like, what? No way. And they're like, I don't know how else to explain it. My mom explained it, right before she had my sister. She was just like, oh, you just start looking at babies and you're like, oh, they're so cute. I want one. I need to have a baby. And, when you're 14 years old, you're like, ew, what? Why would you ever think that, you weirdo? What the hell's wrong with you? So when I got pregnant, I was so scared. And it was just so real. Everything was really bad with Jeremiah at that point. So I was so afraid of him just trying to take my baby and kick me out of the picture that, I made that horrible choice. And so then I just spent the next, it came on really heavy after I recovered. I just really wanted to get pregnant again. Oh, did I put this back in there? Oh, I'm not supposed to do that. I guess I'm leaving it open too long and it's drying out. Gotta just seal her up. So yeah, it just, I'd see kids and I'd want to help them with something. Took kids that I didn't know, for no reason. And it was just this, I'd see a kid on the train, you're to the light rail or something, and I'd be like, their parent wouldn't really be paying attention to them. And I'd be like, oh, hello, just being way too weird, way too I don't know. I knew exactly what all those women are talking about then. And I was like, oh, they were right, it did happen for me. Because, I never felt some women had told me, they're like, oh, I never wanted kids, and then I got baby fever and everything changed. And I was never like that. I always wanted kids, but I was just very intimidated about, I know how much work it is, and I don't mind working hard. So I knew I was prepared for what it would be like. But yeah, it didn't mean I wasn't afraid. And it doesn't matter how hard I work. I'm part of a team with a guy, and we're only going to go as far as he lets us go. And that's just 100% real in my experience. If a guy wants something to happen, it will happen, and if he doesn't, then it fucking won't. So yeah, if he tries to pump the brakes and slow you down, then, you know, he'll do that until he doesn't want to do that anymore. So, yeah, so, that's intimidating. You know, it's all you can, I mean, you can, people do, they just have kids. We have a whole generation of women just having kids and not parenting with another person, and I don't want a child like that. Because the child's only choice is just to be exactly like their mother or whoever they're around. And childhood is supposed to be you taking elements of your mom, elements of your dad, being like, that's fucking crazy. I like that. I might try that. I would never do that. And trying it out. But if you never were around your dad or knew your dad or any of those things, then you're going to be totally lost as to, like, you know, trying to determine what elements of your personality to highlight. Because that's something everyone does, either consciously or subconsciously. Or unconsciously, rather. Uh-oh, I put way too much on. What have I done? I'm, like, so distracted. This side looks perfect. Right? Just, like, looking great. This side is a little too much going on. Okay. I think I wiped off a lot of mascara. Didn't really. Okay. Passable. That one looks good. I'll use that from the palette. I just love bold blush. I always have. And I always will. I think it just looks so fun. I'm thinking about Teen Girl Squad right now. I have a crush on every boy. Arrowed. So funny. All right, well. Ooh. Fun. This is one of my favorite things to do. Everyone always would get a kick out of this in school. Nice. See, I could have spread them out a little bit more. They're kind of like clumped up right there. My friend's mom used a needle to separate her eyelashes. Sometimes I would use a tack. Oh my god, I have a tack. Yes. Nice. Always pays to have a tackling man. Alright, so let's see. Compare. Well, there's still a big hole, but whatever. Très joli. Hello. Well, I'm gonna do this probably tomorrow. I'm kind of scared. I've never done a peel at home. Wish me luck. So stay tuned for that. See you guys later.